Hey folks, Dave Nichols here. Been a really pretty day today. I wanted to show you something that God done for me. I had some canna last year. I had a red canna, I had a yellow canna, and an orange canna, which is called salmon. And they cross-pollinated, and these are from seeds that I just grew. And you can see some of the colors of the canna that come out. This one here, this year, these come out, and even a pink one right here. And you can see it's got orange in the middle of it where it cross-pollinated. But I've never seen nothing like that. It just automatically changed over to its own kind, I guess. I guess that's the way seeds work. But I thought that was really neat the way God had done that. Today I'm going to be potting up some plants, and I'd like to tell you a story about my great-grandfather. My great-grandfather was a man that was blinded as a young man. He worked in the oil fields, and I don't know the story behind that, but he somehow in the oil fields he was blinded where he had no sight at all. And when I was a little boy, I used to give Granddad a hard time. He'd say, "Dave, I'm gonna milk your mouse." And he's always messing with me. He'd take my little finger, and he would take my little finger and he'd bend it back like this and pinch real hard, and he'd say, "I'm gonna milk your mouse." And he'd always kind of bug at me and give me a hard time. But I used to get him back as well. Granddad was a ton of fun because he couldn't see. And as a little boy, I'd go out there into the room, and my great aunt, she was a hairdresser, and she had a salon, and Granddad would be sitting on the chair in the salon, and he'd be up there, you know, they'd been women in there all day long getting their hair cut and this and that and whatever, and he'd just sit in there with my Aunt Ines. And Art Smith my great-grandfather was a very large man. He was a big red-headed guy, had a deep voice, kind of a strong old fella, even up in his years. And the boys talked about Granddad being very smart. Even though he was blind, he knew his property so well that a lot of times he could get back home before the boys did, because he knew his property better than even they did, and they could see. But there's long stories with him. Granddad would be sitting, in that Aunt Ines' chair that she cut hair with. And she was a big room because she had a lot of different hair dryers. If you remember back in the day, they had those weird looking hair dryers that looked like a space helmet come over the top of you. But anyway, Granddad would be sitting over, and I had this sock monkey, and it had long arms and long tail and all that. And I'd haul back because he was always, you know, pinching my hand and calling milking the mouse. But I hauled loose and threw that monkey numerous times at him, and Granddad could not see. So he would be sitting there, and all of a sudden this monkey would hit him, and he'd grab it, and he didn't know what in the world hit him, didn't know what was there. And Granddad used to take the hands, and he'd start feeling down that that monkey. He'd go down his legs, he'd go down his tail, and trying to figure out what it was. And then he'd hear me over there laughing because I was just a little bitty guy, just a little squirt, just, you know, a mean little red-headed boy. And he said, "Dave," real deep voice, "Dave, get over here, I'm gonna milk your mouse." I knew what he was gonna do, but I'd still run up there, and that old man was so big, he'd grab me up, throw me up on his legs, and he'd milk my mouse. So I don't know if you've ever had your mouse milked. Granddad was good at it. And he'd, like I say, take that little pinky and kind of pinch down and say he was milking my mouse. So if you never had your mouse milked, then that's how you do it. So you guys have a good day, and I've enjoyed my little story. I hope you got something out of it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.